We are now recording.
Jeez, you look like a bank robber.
What?
That looks like a new psychedelic anonymous collection.
Definitely.
We could. Oh no. Oh no.
Uh-oh. Technical.
Technical difficulties. Uno momento, por favor. Uno momento. Standing by. I was gonna say we could just get real rowdy.
Yeah.
But we won't do that. Are we live with the group here?
Yeah.
Some are still joining. Yep.
All right. We'll let everybody get comfortable.
No spinning, Drew. No spinning. Okay.
That was this morning.
Yeah. All right, I'm mute.
Just want to give it a few minutes, let people slowly trickle in here.
I say you jump right in it.
Oh,
You're good to go.
just get to work. All right, everybody cool if I take
it's
my
recorded.
mask off? Everybody comfortable if I take my mask off? Yeah.
I think you're safe.
Okay, all right, let's do
I
it.
don't know, man.
Yeah.
This is high tech stuff now. Might come through.
All right, let's be real. All right, guys, I'm really excited to do this. This has been a few months in the making here. I think I was one of the first people that threw down their resume for this speaker position. It immediately caught my attention because I thought I could bring something to the table here for everyone with crypto. I'll give a brief intro about myself, and then we can get into this hopefully super exciting AMA that's really informative for everyone. So I came into crypto in 2011. I'll get into how I found out about crypto after the fact, but the start of my crypto life started with sending a $100 wire to a bank account in Japan for Mount Gox. I had no idea what I was doing, where I was sending my money. In the end, it turned out I was sending it to Mark Carpella's personal bank account, which he ran off with who knows what. Nobody really knows still to this day, I believe, fully how much that man got away with. But I sent $100. I bought 10 Bitcoins. And then I watched the price go up to $200 eventually. It went into my head as, what is this stuff, right? So I kept on investigating, did a whole bunch of research. And then in 2013, October 28th, the world's first Bitcoin ATM was launched in Vancouver, BC, Canada. And then a week later, a news article came out saying that it did $1.28 million in the first week of transactions. So I bought one. I sent $20,000 to RoboCoin in Las Vegas. And that led to me looking for a location for it. So I thought, what better than North America's largest mall, which was 3 hours away from where I was living at the time, West Edmonton Mall. So in early 2014, I installed the 6th Bitcoin ATM in Canada, the 24th in the world in West Edmonton Mall. And then from there, we just kept buying Bitcoin ATMs. We threw a bunch in Vancouver. I think at one point we had like 95% of the ATMs in Vancouver. And then we expanded down into Calgary and then more in Edmonton. And now we've got about 200 Bitcoin ATMs from Vancouver to Toronto, 110 currently on a boat on its way here from China, which will make us the clear outright second largest company in Canada, probably about 18th or 19th in the world. And then a few years ago, we decided it was pretty frustrating with online exchanges. So we decided to make our own online platform so that we could run the back end of our ATM networks without any complications or delays. So now we currently run one of Canada's first applied to be an exempt market dealer with the Securities Administration in Canada. So there's only been 4 approved so far, and our application is submitted, paid for, all details done. So we'll be in the first 10 registered dealers in the country for sure. And then we also have a retail office in Calgary. We had one in Vancouver, but the restaurant below us decided to burn the building down a couple of years ago, and they just finished repairs on it a couple of years ago, or a couple of months ago, actually. So we might take that over again, or we might not. But that is the extent of my crypto infrastructure across Canada. I work with a lot of international companies. I work with a lot of domestic companies. And then in September of this or last year, I bought my first NFT. And then I fell down this beautiful little rabbit hole of buying a bunch of NFTs. And then I found the Party Apes. And then I minted 4 and then revealed a beautiful golden guest on my wife's birthday, as we all revealed ours. And I was instantly blown away, enthralled. And then I just kept buying more and more and more and more to get my whale status. And
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt, but can people that aren't talking go on mute? Is that possible?
yeah, I think there's a button where we can just mute everybody, isn't there?
I think the host can mute.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think well, it's kind of quiet now. I think seems like people have done their muting. Yeah. So I mean, that's kind of the story that I wanted to tell to start. And then, I'm not one that does slides or presentations or this is what I think of this, and I don't want to bore you all to sleep. And I love answering questions. I've taught thousands and thousands of people how to get into cryptocurrency, how to buy crypto, how to sell crypto, how to not get scammed. I got hundreds of thousands of clients, and I love teaching this stuff. So who wants to know what?
So where do you start?
Where do you start?
What cryptocurrency do you start in?
I mean, if you're
looking to get into cryptocurrency, what would you suggest your first cryptocurrency to buy is?
Oh geez. I'll just start with a disclaimer. None of this is financial advice.
Of course.
But I mean, you're going to want to buy one that has very low fees so that you can play with it, dabble with it, send it around without losing all your money. Because in the early days, you could buy $10 of Bitcoin and I could send you 25 cents and it would cost me a fraction of a penny. So, I mean, realistically, if you're looking at one of the top 10 to do something like that, unfortunately, it'd be Bitcoin Cash. Or Doge. I mean, Doge fees are pretty small, so you could get some Dogecoin, but be careful with that because I think it's like 20 people own like 60% of it. So
but you're talking more like transacting through the network, like more of a store of value. What coin do you think is going to be the store of value, or like the be all end all of the cryptocurrency market?
Oh geez, I mean,
tough question, I know.
But looking at things right now and based on current market positions, Ethereum, it's not clunky and slow like Bitcoin. It's not the fastest either, but it's definitely got the most traction, and it's got the most interactions with smart contracts, NFTs, obviously, and anything in the crypto space can be done on Ethereum. It's certainly not the cheapest anymore,
But don't you think Solana is going to take a big market share from Ethereum
100%.
Eventually? So then it's,
Well, not 100%.
and then, but yeah, no, some of it. But then you have coins like AVAX that are coming in and even lowering the fees even more.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I'm not saying Ethereum is going to be the end all be all, but if you're looking at it based on how many people are involved in something right now, it's Ethereum.
Yeah, for sure.
But if you're looking at it based on future leading, there's way better choices for sure.
Yeah, like 10 years from now, do you see Solana competing with Ethereum on a equal basis?
I see a few competing with Ethereum on a semi-equal basis, or maybe they could take the lead for sure.
Why do you think they could take the lead?
Because if Ethereum doesn't adapt and lower its gas fees, what good is it?
Do you think Ethereum 2.0 is going to solve that issue?
It might not.
Yeah. And then it's just the blockchains that are on each of those networks, right?
Exactly. And
so it's going to be a lot of the companies are going to be choosing what blockchain to support.
Yeah, I mean, there's certain ones that I've gotten involved in that have big potential and have big companies, corporations behind them, like HBAR. You got NASA, IBM. I can't think of the rest of them off the top of my head. I haven't been involved in that since like February actively. But there's a lot of large corporations that are seeing the potential in these low-level altcoins that, you know, that they do hold promise, and they are way better. Like, Bitcoin's the dinosaur that may or may not get hit by a meteor and disappeared.
Mm-hmm.
But
I don't know about that.
Dare I say
that?
Shots fired. Shots fired.
Hey,
There has to be a unit of value. There has to be in a world that is only crypto. There has to be something to compare it to.
Okay, so 7 of us can use it every second. There's 7 billion people,
but on a nationwide level, when they're not really concerned about the speed of the network. More
what if there aren't going to be nation
value?
states? What if everybody's a centralized autonomous organization on their own because they take financial sovereignty?
That is a good point. But then Web3, you bring up the argument that Web3 is just an extension of the venture capitalists.
True, but
it's an interesting world.
It certainly is. It certainly is. But I mean, that's the end goal that I see is, 8 billion sovereign nations, and we're all our own, because you are your own bank. With great power comes great responsibility. If you take control of your financial situation and you have a private wallet with a private key that you don't show anybody, and everybody has that, everybody understands how to utilize that technology, the world's an entirely different place. You can't fund a war if you don't have money.
Yep. What do you think about the Strike network? Do you think that is going to get more advanced in the future to the point that you'll be able to make everyday transactions?
I do, but I mean, it's still fairly new, and I don't know the team behind it, and I like to do my own research, as everyone should. And, I've been a little busy lately, and I haven't looked too far into that, so I can't really speak on that.
Jack Mallers is the guy behind it. Well, he's not behind the Lightning Network, but he built the layer 2 on top, so you could take your payments in crypto and all that. And he actually has it so it's a 0% fee to buy crypto,
but
which is unbelievable.
Do you know how far that has to come for grandma to use it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I'm not going to tell grandma to go to a crypto ATM, download Exodus, put her cash in after she gets a text message on her mobile phone via SMS, take a selfie with her ID, then transfer it from Bitcoin onto the Lightning Network into Strike. Like, do you think grandma's going to do that? No. Do you think?
So that brings me back to the point of Ethereum being so expensive to be on the rails. So because like Visa is eventually going to have to pick up crypto and
100%.
run on crypto. It's just a matter of what rails are they running on.
100%. Yeah. Everybody's going to
Yeah.
have to pick it up.
Yeah.
You can't, like, you think everybody's still going to be using the SWIFT system in 10 years? Waiting 3 days to send their money across the world? And it may or may not show up? Are you kidding me? No, I can send you a test of 10 cents and then I can send you $10 billion after I make sure it works. That technology exists. We have the technology.
Yeah.
It's just nobody wants to use it at the institutional level because it renders them obsolete.
Well, I don't even think I don't think they don't want to use it. I think they're hoarding it. I think that the media is portraying ETH so much and getting people into crypto so much through the NFTs because it's such a visual aspect. Meanwhile, on the backside, they're buying up Bitcoin. But the most companies also have to run some sort of smart contract through their ecosphere.
Well, do you know about Corda?
No.
Google Corda.
Corda.
Every bank in the world is invested in Corda pretty much.
So is this like another XRP,
Yes.
but a legal one?
Yes.
Interesting.
Nobody talks about it anymore. They used to talk about it in 2014 when they all put in billions of dollars.
Yeah, I worked at Accenture back then, and they were talking about Corda. I mean, in 2014, 2015.
Exactly. But nobody
Yeah.
talks about it anymore.
Now, is this a form of a stable coin or?
I don't know what it will be exactly. They're
I
pretty
guess
discreet about it nowadays. You can't
I
really
guess
find
it
much
depends
info
on
on it.
the
It depends
the-
on what they want to do.
or on the
Depends on when
XRP
they want to launch it.
lawsuit. What
Well,
happens with
because
the
they
XRP
won't give me a
lawsuit?
bank account. I run one of the biggest companies in Canada and I can't even get a bank account. I had to be on the board of directors at a credit union to keep a bank account. And then the regulators even closed that. So I resigned from the board.
Crazy
And now I have a credit union that's charging me $6,000 a month for an administrative fee because they know that they got me by the balls.
Switzerland.
But I need
Hey.
people in Canada to send me e-transfers and I'm not allowed to have clients out of my country.
Yeah.
So Switzerland doesn't do me any good. You think somebody's going to send me a wire for $200 to Switzerland? No.
No. So what do you
Hey,
think it
there
comes
was-
down to? Regulations? Is it going to be like what do you think the next
Well,
run up?
That's where like one of
Well-
my competitors that was one of the first 4 to get regulated in the country, Kevin O'Leary's WonderFi, just bought them for 162 million USD. That was like on Monday or Tuesday.
And what are they? What is that, an exchange?
Yeah, just an online exchange. My infrastructure is way larger than theirs.
That's I was gonna say that's pretty cheap for an exchange.
Oh yeah. No, if Kevin O'Leary called me tomorrow and said that, I'd be done working.
He does offer cameos.
True.
Well, I don't know. What's is any party ape here know him? I'll give him my company for 110 million. No problem.
Sorry, thank you.
Sorry, I
problem.
don't know. I don't
Heard
know
it
him
first here.
personally.
he got ripped
Hey.
off. He paid 162. I'll give him mine for 110.
Well, that's like Mark Cuban owns at NFT the Instagram account, and he bought it for like $50 million and is just cashing out from all these promotions. It's getting crazy out there.
It is. And like, yes, they're regulated, but I will be too by the end of Q1. So, and then I have all these other sister companies attached to my online exchange, online platform that makes my infrastructure light years ahead of my competitors. Like, I can honestly say, I think that I'm the only company in the world that has retail stores, ATMs, and online platform. You can do it from your couch. You can do it not like without even talking to anybody, or you can come get educated. I have all three avenues. No other company in the crypto space has that. I'm like almost positive.
So what do you think the next couple weeks in the Bitcoin market holds?
I've heard
I've heard a bunch of
This-
things.
I've
This is
heard
good time.
many things. I've heard that we're going way down. I heard that we're going to rebound, but I think it's going to drop still. I think we're going to see a little bit more of a dip.
Yeah. Like a quick capitulation type event.
Yeah, I don't think we're going full bear market here, but we're definitely not looking the most bullish right now either.
But you could also argue that we've been in a bear market since
Bitcoin started.
Well, no, because if you look over the past year, the high of last year is lower than this year. So this past like 6-7 months has been super choppy. And now we're just seeing that capitulation. We might see that run up. I'm looking to buy around 37.
Yeah, yeah, that's fair. I'm just seeing. Oh yeah, that's awesome. I was able to find this video. I'll post it in the comments right now. One of my friends made this 6 years ago and posted it on YouTube. It's got almost 700,000 views, and it's really funny because it's so simple and so true. Like, check that out after we're done here and tell me he's wrong. Yeah, I mean, don't buy Bitcoin because it's going to crash.
There was a good question in the chat about doing your own research, and wondering if you could address that, which was, it says, what are like the top places to get information and what are really the things to look at when you're thinking about investing in something? So like who is involved, technology, network, infrastructure, all those kinds of things.
I'll speak to that for sure. Like, I mean, coinmarketcap.com, although it's owned by Binance, so it is kind of manipulated, one could say. It may or may not be. I'm just saying it's owned by Binance, so you have to be careful there, but it is probably the best, most robust place for information. And then you can click on any crypto. It shows you that there's whatever 12,000 that currently exist. That number goes up every day pretty quickly. Oh my God, I say 12,000. There's 16,433. Oh, I just refreshed 16,520. Holy smokes, you can't win here. Yeah, so I mean, that number climbs every day. I think the first interview I did in 2021, I said there was 9,000 and something cryptos. So it's almost doubled in a year. Like, that's just insanity. But you go on coinmarketcap.com, you can see trending coins, you can see biggest gainers, you can say recently added, you can make a watch list. You just put your email address in, you can make a watch list, you star things. But then you can see all these cryptos. And then, for instance, like Solana's number 5. Now you click on Solana. All right, you got the white paper, you got the source code, you got the community, you got chat groups, you got all the links you need, you got the total supply, you got the fully diluted market cap, you got all-time highs, you got all-time lows, you got the current ROI, circulating supply, total supply, max supply. You can get all this information. You don't have to go to school for it. Those days are gone. All this stuff is.
What are the key things to kind of look at that are good indicators? Yeah.
I like the indicators that I think are the most important have to do with circulating supply and total supply. Because if you got a circulating supply of 10 million and your total supply is 100 billion, the price that you're looking at could be squashed. I made this mistake. I
And
made
how
this
much
mistake
liquidity?
What's that?
And how much liquidity is in the liquidity pools?
That's also a big deal. How much is being traded on a daily basis? Because I made the mistake in 2014. Not that I use the dark net or anything, but all of a sudden I saw a Tor coin, and they used the Tor's logo, and they said they were Tor, and they were starting a coin. So I bought some of this, and I went pretty hard into it. I was into the hundreds of Bitcoins. And all of a sudden, the supply went like 5x, and I lost pretty much all of my money. And then the guy rug pulled everybody and sold everything. And then it went to zero, and I don't even think it exists anymore. And, that was one of the first projects other than Bitcoin that I was like, I'm all in. I got a shirt made, I got everything going. And then I got rug pulled hard and lost like probably 80, 90 Bitcoins. And that sucks.
That's like that Squid Games coin. They just pulled all the liquidity out, and immediately the coin went to zero.
Yeah. Yeah, it's easy. It happened this morning on Solana's network with an NFT line. Doodle Dragons.
Je vais y aller à quelle heure demain, mec?
What did the
Okay,
guy
well,
say? I got the picture right here.
Bah oui. Pourquoi?
Parce que bon,
He said,
du coup, c'est pour ça que j'aime y aller tout seul, parce que comme ça, si je
C'est
sais
ça,
pas,
mon
je sais
meilleur.
pas, mais si je vous le dis, après, je suis obligé.
Ah bah là, t'as plus le choix. Hein.
somebody mute, please.
Ça va prendre la je vais fermer ma gueule.
Dylan, mute.
Non, mais en vrai, si tu peux pas, tu me le dis. Et puis voilà.
Dylan.
Okay. Oh, I found the place where I can mute everybody. I have the power now. Okay. So on the Solana network this morning, Doodle Dragons sold out their mint. And then the founder says, after some backlash and more research, we decided that we're going to make our first donation of $30,000 to the World Wildlife Foundation later today. 2 minutes later, actually, F that. Our charity will now instead be, ellipses, my bank account. See ya, nerds. Deleted the Discord, deleted all Twitter accounts, deleted everything. Gone. Everybody's money, gone. Some guy, rich. Do your own research. Don't go all in on anything. I was fortunate enough that I wasn't involved in that, but a lot of people lost a lot of money this morning. Gone. All you have now is a JPEG to remember how bad you got ripped off.
Unless it's Bitcoin, you can go all in on Bitcoin.
Yeah. You don't want to put all your eggs in one basket ever, because you can get burned. But yeah, I'm so sick of rugs everywhere. Exactly. Yeah. Totally agree with you there. Gotcha.
So what do you think about these metaverse coins, and how prevalent they're getting, and where can they go?
I mean, where can the metaverse go?
That's a good question. So what do you see it as, like Sandbox versus Decentraland, or because like those two seem to be like the two front runners?
Yeah, but it's also could be like crypto, where you've got all these people that love Doge that will fight tooth and nail to say that it's the future and it's going to be the currency of the world. You've got all these Bitcoin maximalists. You've got all these ETH heads. You've got, everybody, like there's a niche for everyone. It's not like there's one size fits all in crypto or metaverse or anything. Like people have different tastes. People like the styles of things. People like not everybody's going to wear this. Right.
But to bring it back to those ETH gas fees, imagine going in and trying to play a video game where you have to pay a gas fee like I don't know if anyone's ever played RuneScape, but that's like a perfect example where it's like a peer-to-peer game where you battle. And like that's where I see the NFT world going, is like IRL items, but it would have to be on a blockchain that is microtransactions. So there's not a huge cost every time you transact.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I see a lot of people like flipping sandbox land where it's like, are they ever going to actually build anything on that land?
I mean, I'm
Or is it going to be
sure.
the big companies like Adidas, and like Bored Apes and huge companies that build, or like Nike? I saw one that was a Walmart one.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like look at the way the world's going here right now. Small businesses are failing. Every restaurant could be Walmart soon. Like, you know, if things just keep getting this way, like one of my favorite pubs in Vancouver had to close its doors because they just can't do it anymore. And they're just a small time family run pub that just can't cut it anymore. And it was one of the saddest things I've ever seen. I love sitting at that bar and drinking beers with meeting new people and whatnot. And now it's gone. They literally auctioned off all of their cool stuff in the pub. Like they had like the coolest memorabilia and stuff everywhere all over this pub, and it's gone now. And you know who's going to move in there? One of these like main chain pubs that probably is owned by Walmart or Pfizer or
A venture
Coca-Cola.
capitalist.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's sad. It's not anything I want to be a part of. So everybody needs to learn how to use crypto and take their money and take control and vote with their money, like we all say. It's like that's the truth.
Yeah.
If everybody
That's what I
has
was
their money in their
saying
possession,
close to here
vote with their
today.
money. Own it. Literally.
Bitcoin, fix the money, fix the world.
Really?
We just got to
Yeah,
see
he
if
just needs. Yeah, he just needs the COVID. He doesn't need the.
I hope he doesn't have COVID.
What's this
Yeah,
COVID chat? Somebody mute their mic.
And Michael mute.
I don't know who that is. Somebody's got their
Yeah,
mic
it's
on.
just. Um,
Whoever this is, we're listening to your whole conversation there. It's not really the spotlight though.
We hope that they don't have COVID.
and then
Get
I'll
healthy.
send a word for,
Golden
yeah,
Age,
well,
you can
we
mute
can
everybody, eh?
follow
You
see
took
how
over
I'm
the host
feeling.
again there.
The call's about to end, but
Okay.
yes,
Yeah, I mean,
you should be
I
able
know
to
either
mute
way,
everybody.
I'll have to do
It
it.
won't
but
let me
better too.
since
if
you took back
you were both
host.
gonna be able to do it.
I did?
so kind of
You only
get
got like a minute and a
everything
quarter anyway.
Thank you for getting back to us.
You're
The damn
welcome.
CDC.
Yeah, thank you. You're welcome.
That damn CDC.
I can still drive you up.
Can we call HIPAA?
All right. Looks like this is ending in like a minute anyway. Thanks a lot, Drew.
Yeah. They're
Oh,
all
we're
muted.
done already.
Yeah, work is done, man. You did a great job.
I'd keep going, but I guess we're not allowed.
Yeah. I got professional one. I can go friggin' hours.
Quick, slide that link in there.
That's
Let's
right,
go.
baby. Shit.
Yeah, slide it.
I offered it earlier.
Darn.
I didn't even see it.
That was yesterday, the other chat. Well,
Right. Okay, well, yeah. I mean,
right.
I'll gladly do this again.
You gonna pick up in the crypto chat a few things or no?
Yeah, I could do that. I'm
right.
I'm not busy. I'll just keep. Yeah, I'll answer some questions in there too, for sure.
Yeah, I mean I'm sure a couple people had questions that didn't, come forward or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody's
no,
brave behind the keyboard, bro.
Armchair critics. I love
All right.
those.
Thanks again, man.
Yeah. Cheers for sure.